What is up, YouTube? It is Mr. Ferguson back once again here from Central North Carolina. Thank you guys so much for tuning in for what's going to be one of my best videos so far of the year, at least in the new fall 2025-2026 season of lawn care. We've got a great one for you, but before we get into it, if you enjoy the video, please give it a thumbs up and comment below to help it get out to other people that it may encourage them or help them that, man, things are currently changing. And let's just jump right into it. My lawn, I just cut it. As I told you guys, we released a video the other day showing you the iron cutter Bermuda over at the church. And we did some specific things over there to try to clean up some weeds, which we do need to talk about in my lawn as well. But also to possibly come back at a later time and do pre-emergent to prevent weeds out there. While we were releasing it that day, or when I went to film that day, I came back and said, man, it is pretty long. Let me go ahead and cut my lawn. And I cut it at 3 inches once again because we did have some rain. But it wasn't a ton of rain. I think we stayed under an inch of rain. So I have between Thursday and today, which is, well, actually, it's been what? It's been like a week now. Maybe that was Tuesday. I'm getting my days mixed up. But between the last video and today, I have thrown the sprinkler out both in the front yard and the backyard in the areas that have been bare. But guys, oh my goodness, this is basically going to be a lawn review of, number one, the overseed job that we did and we aerated. Number two, we've recently put down the latest fertilizer was we did half of the 45-pound bag of 30-00 from GCI Turf. And I'll tell you, just before we look at it, I know you're like, shut up and turn the camera around. But before we do that, the prills of that 30-00 is super small. And I'll tell you, if you're an Earthway user like myself, I very much appreciated that because it came out super easy. Very, very easy in the Earthway spreader. I enjoyed that. I could see it. I could see the prills. The prills were not dark. They were a light color. They were white and black. So I could see it coming out. And I didn't have to crank it up open more like I do with the bigger prill. Stay Green, for example. Stay Green is an absolutely amazing fertilizer. I highly recommend it. If you need fertilizer, that's the way to go. 30 bucks at Lowe's, Home Depot, if you can get yourself over there and do that, like a 2606 or something like that. The 30-00 though, very small, great for my Earthway residential spreader. So let me just show you what we're talking about. We're going to be reviewing it all, but guys, I'm even recording this in 5.3K. Never done that before. I want you to see everything. We are bare and patchy here in the corner, which we always pretty much are, but I want you to try to hopefully see the color that I see. It is absolutely gorgeous. That 30-00 has really been impressive, and we still got things that are still growing in, like our edges right here. We're not fully grown in yet. We're continuing as the nights are cooler and I wake up and I walk out here, it just continues to look better and better and better. And after I mowed this and I came back home from, I think, golf or something, I was like, oh my goodness, it's just that moment where it clicked and everything, look at that, everything is just, it's you know, everything's growing in together. It's being cut together. The patches are starting to fill in a little bit. Even this one, this was an old hole from way back in the day. I put some of that topsoil here and put some seed on top. It got scorched. I've had to do reseed, and as you see, that seed is starting to come up. So our holes, we had several other holes right here. Same thing. A week ago before the rain, I just took the garden weasel, just kind of threw some seed down, and you can see all the little baby grass just springing up through there. The temperature, it's like the temperature controls just went down just a notch, and oh my goodness, what a difference it has made in the look, and it's just beautiful. I hope you're getting that sense on camera. I know we've dragged the trash can through it and it doesn't look absolutely beautiful. This is without lawn striping as well. But let's, and also, as we mentioned previously, we've got weeds everywhere too. Just in this area where I'm standing, you've got clover right here. We've got clover back there, clover here. We got some weird weeds over here, just broadleaf, you know, weird weeds that we could probably just hand pluck like that out of our soil. But it's no big deal. Like, as we mentioned, when we start putting water down and we start exposing and cutting our grass a little low, the soil is getting hit by the sun, things are going to grow. So we're not worried about the weeds right now. We'll clean that up eventually. And it's very difficult to see with the sun being to our right, but we've got grass springing up here, and I'm hoping this is going to come around. It is Mountain View seed in the back, seems to be responding, popping up. Not sure if any of that Kentucky bluegrass has popped and come to life yet. Hopefully it has. It's been over 3 weeks. It should have germinated. So hopefully that is the case. So it's doing okay, I'll say. Doesn't look absolutely spectacular, but it looks pretty good. But these bare areas that I'm walking in right now, they're finally getting that grass coming up, and it is slowly filling in to where eventually we won't see that anymore. Probably literally, if I had to say, probably by November, it'll be filled in. Hopefully this will do the same thing. It's just mature more, and some of the bluegrass will come in and thicken this up a little better. Same thing down here. We got some lighting behind us, but our patchy areas are continuing to grow in, and we're looking better. But man, the color of the GCI 3000 is gorgeous. Very similar to the AMS Stay Green. I don't want to say it's better or worse, but it looks really good. We continue to be, you know, we need to thicken up over here, but again, as the temperature goes down, we still need natural rain. That's going to help, but I have been again running the sprinkler. But the lawn just looks cherry. I mean, it just looks great. It's not perfect, but it is just looking phenomenal as it continues to grow in. As we get out of the sun here, and I can see the camera, so all of our bare spots are filling in, and as we walk up here, you know, we're running into spider webs and everything. So another big patch that needs to fill in right here. Another area I'm totally aware that has Poa trivialis. So we may, depending on daytime temps, we are still in the go zone as far as doing velocity PM. I don't know if I want to do that though. I don't know if I want to do it. This spot always has Poa triv. I actually plucked some out, and it's boop. You can tell, right? You can see that splotchy light green Poa trivialis. So there it is. Didn't come from the grass seed. It's just always been in this area. You can see what's right above it, a drain, right? So it's right near the very wet area. So we may spray that, may not. I don't know, may spot spray it. I've kind of looked at it once thinking I want to do it, but I've not made up my mind yet. But as we walk through here, again, everything just continues to get thicker. Our baby grass in this little line or ditch area that I put soil on is growing. It's not perfect yet. It is not maturing yet, but it's getting there. We're looking good here. And one of the really patchy areas, I don't know if you remember, was right here in front of me, right here, that we're looking at right here. And it's twice as thick as it was, I feel like, last week, twice as thick. Still bare. We still got areas where you can clearly see the ground, where you can clearly see, you know, patchiness, but we threw extra seed down. This is why back, 2 weeks ago, we said, hey, I'm going to throw out more seed. And, you know, you can try to be Mr. I'm perfect. I don't need to do that. You know, I don't need to do more seed. Everything that I do is right. Or you can bite the bullet and say, yeah, we went a little early compared to the weather. Let's redo this. And that's exactly what I did. I'm not perfect. And we ran more seed and spread it all throughout here. And finally, we're starting to see the benefits of making that decision, not jumping to pre-emergent, not jumping to anything else, but just watering and getting this thick and lush. And man, it is starting to fill out, as you can see in 5K right here. Well, maybe at least 4K. This area is still thin. It's still growing in, but I am very confident it's going to be fine. I still see some Bermuda around this area here on the backside that still needs to go away. But even look at the bank. Look how gorgeous the bank looks now. I mean, it's like over 2 days, boop, it's just been a turnaround. And a lot of it has to do with the weather, the cooler 50-degree mornings. It perks it up so much. And I think the nitrogen in the mows as well, obviously in a combination with water, mowing, and temperature, you got a decent looking lawn. But look, you can almost see with that sunlight picture, I hope you can, all of the Bermuda that is kind of lower, all of the fescue that is a little bit higher than the Bermuda. That's a kind of a telling picture. Look at all the Bermuda that we've got out here to deal with at some point. Once again, we're going to have to probably kill off the whole bank, but really, I don't care. It's not a big deal. It can transition out and in, who cares? Again, patchiness here in our ditch, but it continues to fill in well. I'd shared with you guys last video how, yes, it looks bare, it looks nasty, but I saw a lot of baby grass, and this looks twice as good, 2 times better than what it looked like last week when I showed this to you. I don't know if you can tell, but I see it every day and I can tell. It was very brown white mix, and it was very patchy, very concerning as I mentioned it, and now not concerning. Now we have grass everywhere. Now we have little baby fescue all over the place, and so it is finally filling in. It has finally taken all of that turf and growing and maturing more, and so it's just going to take a little more time to fully come in. And here's Mr. Bones, as I told you guys. Oh, birds already crapped on him. Look at that. Life is scary. Life without Jesus is scary. So we need to open his mouth up more so he looks a little, there we go. There you go. Oh, there we go. So yeah, so we finally hung him up, got him off the ground, took the clothes off of him that I had. But man, it looks so much better out here. And lastly, as we're getting a little long on this video for just an update, the strip over here behind the mailbox is filling in a lot. This is what I hand water a ton. And so over here in the right was super bare. It is thickened up. Right here on the edge, you guys can see it's just thickening up slowly and slowly. We still have weeds right here like clover and things of that nature, but look at that. It just looks gorgeous, and it's just so awesome. This is probably the most concerning side where I'm trying to get grass to grow here. It's being stubborn, so we'll see what happens here, but if this thickens up, it'll be fine. It doesn't have to be absolutely perfect. Could be getting run over by the mill people, who knows, but it does look good. Coming down here, and when we stripe it, it should look really good. And then lastly, the strip is just absolutely gorgeous. We had a lot of this return from the summer, so that's why it's already thick, mature, looking awesome with the fertilizer, because it was a lot of existing grass that we've just filled in with some overseeding on it. But this section, as we've mentioned, just looks, I can't wait to show you guys that have maybe never seen my lawn striped. It is going to look phenomenal. It's just a blank canvas right now to when we throw the lawn striper on, which we'll do right before Halloween or something when people start walking around the area. So it is looking awesome. What a difference it makes in a couple days with some fertilizer, with cooler temperatures, and with mowing more. So obviously with the PGR running out of the system of the existing grass, the cooler temperatures, and with adding nitrogen, we are going to have to be on top of more mows, which means I'm going to have to be out here until it gets super cold mowing this lawn, which I'm fine to do. So it has been fun mowing it. At least the last one was a very enjoyable mow, and it should only get better as this grass matures. So thank you for checking out the video today. I hope your lawn is getting a turnaround as well. We're still not getting rain, but with the cooler temps, it makes it a little bit easier to where we can run the sprinkler. And I'm really running it in the areas where things are more bare, not in so much the areas that are full, like what's behind me. I'm running it in the very back edge of the property and by the tree up here, just so it can continue to grow and try to catch up. So let me know how your lawn's doing. Man, we are looking fantastic here. God bless you guys. Hope you have a great weekend, and hopefully we'll see you next week with another lawn care video from Central North Carolina. God bless you.